Hey, what is up? What is up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings, aka Cam Fats, coming at you on behalf of EpicConversions.com. It is Monday evening. I hope you guys are doing amazing out there tonight. Why am I talking like that? I don't know. Hey, listen, man. Seriously, though, I hope you guys are doing amazing out there tonight. I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about this idea of asking the right questions, right? What is up, Facebook user? I can't see who you are for some reason because you gotta like give StreamYard permission to share your name, or I can't see. But thank you. How you doing tonight? Big Lou in the house. What's up, man? It's a Phantasmo Monday night. It is, man. It's a great. You know what? It is fantastic. It's a Phantasmo Monday night. Listen, man, I hope you guys are doing amazing out there. I wanted to talk to you guys about asking the right questions because, hey, it's Shelly and I'm on my phone. What's up, Shelly? That's Shelly, you guys. That is the diva of Builderall. That's the diva of Builderall with us tonight, guys. Make sure you say hi. So very, very cool. All right. This is awesome. Okay, guys. So I wanted to talk about asking the right questions because, it's funny because this all kind of got spurned on because I was hanging out in the official Warrior Plus Facebook group, as I do sometimes from time to time. Pop in on the official Facebook group for Warrior Plus, and I can't tell you how many times I have seen questions just like the one I'm about to read to you right here. All right. Now, listen, here's one thing I want to say before I even read this question. First of all, it's just my personality to kind of clown on people a little bit. Sometimes I will clown on people just a little bit, but it's all in good fun. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody in a way that would hurt their feelings, but I do kind of clown on people sometimes a little bit. Um, that's just how I am, man. You know what I mean? But anyways, I will like laugh a little bit at people sometimes. But I expect people to laugh at me too. Hey, listen, man, you can't take yourself too seriously in life. All right. If you take yourself too seriously in life, you are bound to hit a wall. Listen, so let me read this question to you. I read in the Facebook group today. All right, here's how it goes. Right now, listen, I want you to understand. I've read this exact same question about 1 million times, phrased a few different ways, but this question comes up all the time. All right. Here's how it went this time. All right. It's like a reincarnating question. It keeps on coming back over and over. It comes in different forms, but it has the same soul. You know what I mean? All right. So here's the question, right? It has been 3 months. I'm stuck at 0 earnings. Anybody, please help me. My vision is to earn $3 every day. Please help me. Show me a way. This person just wants to earn $3 a day, man. That's all they want to earn. They're looking for a way to earn some money. They're frustrated. They want to earn some money. They haven't figured it out how to do it, right? So here's how I want to start this, okay? First of all, I answered this person's question, or I did, and I will share my answer with you guys. I will share what answer I gave them with you guys. But the first thing I want to point out is I want you to look at how I'm handling this situation right now. I'm taking a question that I found in a Facebook group. I answered the question and gave them some value. But look, now I'm using the question for content right here on a live stream, right? And we're going to use this question and hopefully we're going to help some more people. We're going to provide some more value tonight. So I guess the first takeaway that I'd like for you guys to get from this live stream is, man, use everything. Like when you're trying to figure things out and you're looking around for what you're trying to do, how you want to move your projects forward, use everything. Did you go to the grocery store today? Did something happen to you at the grocery store? Did something spark an emotion in you at the grocery store? Hey, listen, anything that sparks an emotion is worthy of an email or it's worthy of a piece of content, right? Anything that sparked some kind of an emotion in you is worthy of a piece of content, right? So I would say that's the first thing I would say. Just take away the fact that I just answered a question and now I'm using that for content right now. It's a huge takeaway, right? Because we live in this kind of like universe of like in the online business realm, right? We live in this universe where like it's constantly demanding new content, right? Constantly looking for new content. So sometimes, man, you can start to feel a little empty-headed. You can start to feel like, dude, I've already said everything there is to say. I got nothing else to say. What do you guys want from me? My soul? I got nothing else, right? It's easy to feel that way. So, what I would say is, use everything. And then on the other side of that, I would say that every free piece of content always has a paid counterpart, and every paid piece of content always has a free counterpart. And I've said that many, many times, but it's very, very true. So please take it to heart. I want to pull up some of these comments really quick. Big Shane Vozar in the house. Somebody asking a local group, is there any place giving away free COVID-19? Oh my God, that's horrible. Man, I'm not even going to joke about stuff like that. Not even going to joke about it, man. Man, I don't wish it upon anybody. Don't wish it upon anybody. Yeah, I can't even joke about that stuff. Too soon. That's what I'd say to that person. I'd say, yo, too soon. Too soon, man. Too soon. Heard it. Bless their hearts. It's just so difficult for some people, and it is not easy, but it is about persistence and constant tweaking to get any result, and then building from there. It's great. Great advice, Shelly. It's absolutely true. It really is about persistence and adjustment, right? It's about being persistent and adjusting things as you go. Jay Quali in the house. What's up, man? Yo, what are the specs on your PC? Oh, I don't know, man. That's probably I don't even want to get into that tonight. You're going to get me off on a wild tangent that has nothing to do with what we're talking about, Jay. Nothing to do with what we're talking about. This PC is actually a few years old. I think this PC is now 4 or 5 years old. It was a gaming PC that I got at Best Buy. I didn't like spec it out or anything. I just needed something that was strong enough to do video editing, and that's kind of what I was going for. So that's kind of how I handled that. I'm not like a super big techie guy, but I worked with a few people at like Best Buy and said, hey, listen, here's the job I'm trying to do. Here's what I do in my business. I just need like a PC that can handle that pretty easily, and they like just line me up with the right stuff. I mean, yes, I can get in there and fix that, and I can adjust it and upgrade it if I need to, but it's just not how I choose to spend my time that much. So anyways, whatever, man. But yeah, I know that's not very much of a help, Jay, but I would say like when it comes to this kind of thing, it's just like, hey, get what you need it for, right? I needed this for work, so I got it for video editing and stuff. There's a lot better ones out there now. This was like 5 years ago, so like there's probably stuff that way better. There's probably laptops out there right now that like can outperform this thing. It just looks cool because it's got the little blue lights and stuff. But okay, so cool, very, very cool. All right. So anyway, so the question was, okay, it has been 3 months. I'm stuck at zero earnings. Anybody, please help me. My vision is to earn $3 a day, every day. Please help me. Show me a way. Now, we know that $3 a day, every day, that's only $90 a month. That's not very good. It's not too good on the earnings. I don't know where this person's from who wrote this. They might live in a place where $90 a month is going to work. But like I know here in Ohio, $90 a month doesn't really cut it. So, the question itself, it needs some work, right? Like the goal itself probably needs some work right off the bat. And the question needs some work. But I understand the point of it. The point isn't the specifics. The point is I am frustrated. I wish I could just earn something. Show me how to do something, right? Because so far I've just spent money and like I've just wasted time. That's it. Please, I'm asking for a modest goal of this tiny little thing. Please show me how to do it. Right. So I get it. So I laid a blueprint out for this person. But before I tell you the blueprint, I want to just say that when people write questions like that, there's a couple things that go through someone's mind who has been here for a little while. The first thing is this person, I don't think they've really tried that hard or tried hard enough, because if they have tried hard enough, they would have more like specific questions. Their questions would be more specific. This is a very general question. Also, this $3 a day goal is very weird. It's a very weird goal. So someone who's tried really, really hard and really gotten into this deep and heavy, they wouldn't ask a question like that. It would be a strange question. So that's the first thing you think is this person, also they say it's only been 3 months. So 3 months is, I understand you want it like now. I get it. But, 3 months, you should be able to earn in 3 months if you're doing the right thing. But that's assuming a lot of things, That's assuming quite a bit. That's assuming that you have the correct path laid right out in front of you and you're sticking to it and you're a fast learner, right? You're not running into any problems, Like if I say like, hey, all right, now what I need you to do is go home, write a sales letter, come back to me tomorrow, and I'll tell you the next thing to do. But instead, you go home and you doink around, and tomorrow you're like, yeah, man, I didn't get it done yet. All right, well, go home tonight and write the sales letter and come back to me tomorrow, and we'll move on. And then it's like it's a problem, and then like you don't know how to write the sales letter, and this, that, and the other thing. And then there's like a learning curve, right? So then like it could take longer than just a little bit of time. A little bit of time could turn into a lot of bit of time, right? It depends on how fast you learn, how fast you move. It depends on a few things, right? But I think it's reasonable within 3 months to start earning. Goodness gracious, I've seen people earn a lot quicker than 3 months. Especially if you just like start doing something quick, like launch jacking. If you're like doing some launch jacking, you can start earning on affiliate marketing pretty fast. But I'll give you the blueprint I gave him, because that leads me into the blueprint I want to tell you that I gave him. It leads me into the real subject of tonight's live stream, which is asking the right questions. Because see, there's a few questions that I think people should be asking, right? Questions they should be asking themselves, and then questions they should be asking people who they consider to be experts, right? Two sets of questions, right? Questions they should be asking themselves and questions they should be asking the experts, right? Usually they ask the experts the wrong questions. Like this question this person asked was the wrong question. It was not a very good question. Tangent. LOL. Any noticeable difference you've noticed changing your launch date Monday versus your usual Friday? Man, I'm all over the place with thanks for that question, Shelly. That's a good question. Shelly reminded me, I'm in the middle of launching right now, guys. So I have a new product out there right now. It's called Newsletters on Substack. It is a PLR package. So these videos are absolutely unbranded. And they're over the shoulder. They're all about getting started on Substack. So not only if you want to learn about Substack and get started on Substack, which I recommend everybody adopt Substack. Everybody should be over there checking out Substack. It's a fast growing platform. It has a lot going for it, man. It's a newsletter platform and it has a lot going for it. But anyways, yeah. So Monday versus Friday for launching. Well, I don't know, because I really didn't do a lot of affiliate recruitment for this launch. So this is a very, very small baby launch that I'm doing. It's really my first official like unbranded PLR launch. So I had a very, very humble goal for 100 units. So I'm on pace to meet my 100 unit goal. I think there's not much difference, though, to be honest. The one thing I would say when it comes to picking days of the week to launch is that I would stay away from Saturday. That's the one thing I've noticed about like kind of like moving around a little bit, because I launched one last month on Saturday. And then, yeah, you're right, Shelly. Usually I launch on Fridays. Excuse me. But on Saturday, I think it's not very beneficial to launch on Saturday because they don't give a deal of the day on Sunday on Warrior Plus. So it's like, you're automatically out of the running for a deal of the day if you launch on Saturday, because usually you hit the hardest on the first day you launch. So then the second day you launch, you're not going to, if the second day your launch is on a Sunday and there's not awarded a deal of the day, you're not going to hit that hard on the third day of your launch. So that's Monday. So what's going to happen is, it's just, I don't know. It's usually if you launch on Saturday, it kind of puts you out of the running for a deal of the day. For me, anyway. I mean, if you were like really just balling out of control and like you were far and wide better than everybody else on the board, then yeah, don't worry about it. You can launch on Saturday, you can dominate, and you can get your deal of the day on Monday. But generally, what's going to happen is whoever launches on Sunday is going to take the Monday deal of the day, right? So if you launch on Saturday, it puts you at a disadvantage. That's a little off topic, but yeah, it was a really good question, Shelly, and it's definitely worth time of anybody who wants to know more about launching. So Clement says good. Hey, what's up, Clement? How you doing, man? Your Substack PLR product is incredible value. Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate that. You were the second person who said that to me, and that means a lot. I really do appreciate that. I hope it helps people a lot, and I hope that it provides a lot of value for them in a couple of ways, right? Like I hope they get something out of it, because a lot of people are new to Substack. A lot of people in our space, especially, they're new to Substack. They haven't dealt with it a lot. So I hope it provides some good education, but also I think that people will be able to use it to educate other people. So I think that'll be pretty sweet. And it's unbranded, so that's awesome. Deal of the day, Deets. Didn't know that. The more you know. Yeah, exactly. Well, look, deal of the day is a big deal. I mean, a deal of the day will, improve your sales by, probably, I would say about 30-35%. And in my experience, I've only won 5 deal of the days. So now some people win deal of the days like clockwork. They put out a product, boom, deal of the day. Hasn't been the case for me. I've won 5 deal of the days over the course of the last few years on Warrior Plus, and every time it has increased sales by about 30-35%. So it is a big deal to get deal of the day. It'll increase your sales, not just from Warrior Plus sales, but also from the Warrior Plus sales boosting you up and more affiliates seeing your offer and them wanting to promote it just because it's like in the top 5, top 4, top 3, whatever. So yeah, it's a big deal. So anyways, okay, let me get back to this. So again, here's the question we're focusing on, you guys. It has been 3 months. I'm stuck at 0 earnings. Anybody, please help me. My vision is to earn $3 every day. That's only $90 a month. Please help me. Show me a way. So I answered this person and I gave him a blueprint, right? I said, blueprint for you. Step 1. Now there's 8 steps here, you guys. There's 8 steps. That's all. A simple 8 steps. Step 1, interview 5 people on how they made their first $1,000 online. Be sure to ask them case study style questions, i.e., what did you do first? Then what? How did you do that? What gave you the idea to do that? Questions like that, where you can kind of map out what they did as a process, step by step, what they did, how they did it, right? Case study style questions. Step 2, package those interviews up into your first digital product. This product will have an angle like 5 ways to your first $1,000 online, spelled out step by step in case study form, right? That's the angle, right? The angle is important, and it's important that you don't focus on the fact that they're interviews. It's okay that you're going to say that they're interviews in the sales copy, but that's not the main focus, okay? The focus is the angle, 5 easy ways to earn your first $1,000 online, spelled out step by step in case study form. All right, step 3, create sales page for interview products. Create sales page for the interviews product. Model after what is currently working. The sales copy should focus on solving the problem of making the first $1,000 and not on the interviews. Don't hide that you have interviews in the product. That is just not the focus of the copy. All right, the copy is focused on solving that problem. Okay. Step 4, put together a simple sales funnel. An example would be like this, like OTO1, PLR rights on the interviews and transcriptions. DS1 would be like transcriptions only with PLR license. OTO2 would be like affiliate opportunity on the entire funnel at 100%. And, this is just an example. Do what you like. It could be, 5 more interviews in your funnel, right? Or whatever. It could be whatever you want, but that's step 4. Put together a sales funnel. You need a funnel, right? And the reason why you want the funnel is a couple of reasons. 1, you'll make more money. 2, you're going to give your customers a chance to spend more money. Some of them want to spend more money. Some of them want to see what else you have to offer. If you're not giving them a chance to see what you have to offer, you're leaving money on the table and you're depriving them of an opportunity to see what else you have to offer. And then number 3, and this is important, this is very important. If you're running affiliate traffic, you have to give your affiliates a chance to win. Okay? Affiliates can't win if you don't have a decent sales funnel in place. That's the bottom line. So you need some kind of a sales funnel to give your affiliates a chance to win. All right. Step 5, set a launch date. Give yourself at least 2 weeks to recruit some affiliates for this thing. Step 6, affiliate recruitment. List your product on Muncheye, list your product on Warrior Plus, put a target affiliate list, pull a target affiliate list from affiliate contests on Warrior Plus. Reach out to at least 100 affiliates on this one and ask permission to give them a review copy in hopes that they consider promotion. Step 7, repeat steps 1 through 6 with a different problem in your niche. Build your network of affiliates and customers. Do affiliate promotion for other vendors and launch regularly. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Step 8, start asking better questions, because the one you ask, that's not it. That is not it. That was a little 8-step blueprint I gave that person. Will they use it? I don't know. Will they use it? I don't know. When I laid that out for them, and several people said, yeah, listen to that blueprint, man. Listen to that blueprint. They said, listen to that blueprint. That's a basic little launch blueprint for someone who has no real experience doing anything. And for someone who's never launched before, that's a basic little launch blueprint for someone. Why? Number 1, because launches make money and they make money quickly, right? Number 2, the way this is laid out with interviews, it allows this person to outsource the experience. Outsource the experience. If you don't have any experience, it's cool, man. You can outsource anything. And one thing you can outsource fairly cheap is experience. You can outsource the experience just by interviewing people who know what they're doing, right? So this is a good little blueprint to make some money. Right now, what I want to get on with you guys, and I hope that's maybe gives some people some insight. I hope that's helped some people out. But I want to get on to the important thing now, because I criticized this person in step 8, didn't I? I said, hey, start asking better questions, because the one you ask, that's not it, right? I was criticizing him, right? I was kind of like laughing. I was kind of clowning with him a little bit, but I was criticizing his question asking. It's not cool just to criticize someone's question asking without giving them some good questions to ask. So what are some of these good questions they should be asking? If you're new out there right now, or if you haven't had a lot of success, or if you're not happy with how much success you've had and you'd like to earn more, and maybe you're not asking the right questions. Maybe you're not asking the right questions to yourself. Maybe you're not asking the right questions to other people. So let me just give you some of the questions that I think are good questions to be asking. So here's 5 good questions I think you should be asking yourself. All right. Okay. Question number 1. What are the last 3 things you've tried? All right. Now this is assuming they didn't work for you. The last 3 things you tried did not work for you. What are they? What are the last 3 things you've tried that didn't work out for you? Write them down. Okay. Write the damn things down. These are questions for yourself. We're trying to figure this thing out. It's like a car that's making a weird noise and we're trying to fix it, right? The first step is to figure out what the hell's going on, right? So it's similar, right? Write down the last 3 things you've tried, all right? And then the second question is, why did they fail? What's the main reason you think these things failed? You might be wrong, you might be right, but you need to force yourself to think about it. Why did each one of those things fail? Write that down, okay? Why do you think it failed? Did you just not resonate with what you were doing? Were you doing it wrong? Did it require an investment of money that you just couldn't afford? Did you not have enough time to dedicate to it? Was it too boring? Did you not want to deal with it? Did it require too much brain power? Did you just feel like you weren't smart enough to deal with it? Was it too confusing? Was there too much technical stuff going on? Why? Why did they fail? Why did the last 3 things you tried fail? Write those things down. All right. Number 3. What would you like to do, right? What would you like to do? Just think about it. If money wasn't an issue, and like there was nobody in your ear telling you what works and what doesn't work, and what can make you money and what doesn't make you money, if none of that was on the table and it was just a blank canvas, just ask yourself, how would you like to make money in a perfect world? How does it make sense for you, right? There's a reason why you ended up online trying to make money, right? There's a good chance maybe you don't like your job, or maybe you're getting ready to retire and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do with your time after you retire, or maybe you're laid off from COVID-19 or something. Maybe there's something else going on, but there's a reason why you're trying to make money online. And that fantasy, that idea that drew you to making money online, it's generally going to have to do with something that you want to do, right? If you think about it, just think about the fantasy of it. What does it look like in a perfect world? What do you want to do, right? And then like number 4, like you need to ask yourself, right? How could you make money like dealing with that thing, right? In and or around that thing that you like. Maybe you like NASCAR, or maybe you like hip hop, or maybe you like this, or maybe you like that. How could you make money? And you need to ask yourself this: how can I make money dealing with this thing that I actually enjoy dealing with? What could I do in and or around that situation that I could actually earn some money from, right? It's important to ask the question, right? It's important to not say to yourself like, well, I can't make any money doing that because of this, or I can't make any money doing that because of this, right? It's important to not put these like limiting beliefs in your head, right? Don't even set that up. It's better to ask the question, how could I make money doing this? I've made so much money off of asking myself, how could I make money doing this? The last YouTube channel I just monetized not too long ago was, last year. I guess it wasn't too recent, but it was about the Mandela effect. I was making a YouTube channel that was all about like conspiracy theories, just because I was really into it. So, I just kind of wanted to like, make videos about it, and ended up being monetized and everything else. But it just kind of starts with the question, well, what do I want to do? And then, it has that secondary question of how could I earn in that subject, guys? And I say this to you because like, it wasn't possible like 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Like it's possible now. Like it's possible right now to make money on just about any subject that you're interested in. There's a way to earn from it right now on just about any subject. Like that is like mind blowing to me. To this day, I've been working online for years now, and still to this day, that is mind blowing to me that any single subject you're interested in, you can earn from that place. But it starts with just asking the right questions, right? What do I care about? How could I earn from that? Don't even let this idea of I can't earn from that because of this enter your mind, right? Oh, I can't make money there because that's oversaturated. Oh, there ain't no money in this niche. I can't make money doing that. Nobody cares about that. I like astronomy. There's no money in astronomy. I can't. What am I going to do? Start another NASA? There ain't no money in astronomy. That's nonsense. Nonsense. All right. You need to ask yourself, how could I do this? Brainstorm a few ways. Poke around on the internet. See what else is going on out there. I guarantee you'll start pulling up some answers, because the thing about it is you got to get your mind on that subconscious track of searching for an answer, because we love to look for answers as humans. We love to look for answers. Okay. So if you set those questions in motion, your mind's going to start searching for answers, subconsciously even. Might not come today, might come tomorrow, might come the next day, who knows? But subconsciously, you're setting those wheels in motion. You're going to find the answer if you start seeking the answer to those questions. This is the truth. I'm telling you guys the absolute truth. So then the fifth question, and this one might intimidate some of you guys, but don't let it intimidate you because it's very important, okay? But the fifth question is, like, how could I build continuity, like, with that, right? How could I build some continuity with that subject, right? That thing that I care about. I've got a few ideas, a few ways to, like, make some money with that I could earn with it. How could I build, like, continuity? How could I start, like, some kind of, like, membership program or some kind of reoccurring monthly income? What kind of benefit might I offer to people in that space to where, like, I could earn? Because, like, that continuity, you guys, that's like a financial foundation for your business, right? Like, I talk a lot about launching and stuff, but launching's awesome, but launching's not like a financial foundation. You know what I mean? Launching's like quick bursts of income. Launching is like email list building and quick bursts of income and status boosting and authority boosting. It's a lot of good things related to launching, but one thing that's not is sustainability, right? Launching is not sustainability. So, like, financial foundation is like continuity programs, right? So that's the fifth question you should be asking yourself. How can I make some continuity around this thing, right? Maybe it's as simple as a Learn Out Loud club. You might think, well, what's a Learn Out Loud club, Cam? Well, a Learn Out Loud club would be like, one thing newbies all have in common is, like, they're all, like, learning things all the time. They're always, like, learning things from this person, from that person. They're always taking on new knowledge. They're always buying new courses. What if you just had, like, a club, right? That you charge like $10 a month or something for it, And what do you talk about every month in that club? You talk about all the new stuff you've learned, what works, what doesn't work, what's working well for you, what's not working well for you, the direction you're going to be moving in next month, all that stuff, right? And you think, oh man, nobody's going to pay me for that. That's not true. They will, but they won't if you don't believe they will. That's the truth, right? It's the truth. I remember the first time I introduced this idea of the Learn Out Loud Club to people. I put this product out called the Easy 23, and it was basically 23 really easy membership programs to start. And one of those programs was the Learn Out Loud Club. And, like, I'll never forget it. I got 2 emails that I'll never forget around the Learn Out Loud Club. And one of those emails was, man, this is a bunch of crap, Cam. No one's ever going to pay me for that. That's not going to work. I remember responding to that person. I said, dude, it will work. You just got to believe it. You got to try it, right? It will work. And the reason why it will work is because people don't have time to try everything and to do everything, all right? What you're doing is you're saving them time, you're saving them effort, and you're saving them money by trying things that don't even work, right? Your opinions matter, right? And they will pay for those opinions, right? It will work. But they didn't believe me, right? So then I had another person that reached out to me like a month later and said, dude, the Learn Out Loud Club worked. I've been using it. I'm earning. I got a membership program now. It's the Learn Out Loud Club. It's awesome. Thank you so much. I forwarded that email to the other guy. I never heard back from him. But that's the difference, right? That's the difference in perspective. One guy took it and ran with it. The other guy was like, that ain't going to work. Like, it ended right there. Like, it can either begin up here or it can end up here, but it's probably going to end or begin right up here for most everybody. But anyways, yeah, that's the fifth question I'd be asking myself. How could I build continuity around this thing that I want to do? It's important, right? So those are some questions you should be asking yourself. All right, there's 5 of them. Now I want to give you some questions that you should be asking other people. Not this question this guy asked. Hey, it's been 3 months. I'm stuck at 0. Help me earn $3 a day. What can I do? Anything, please help me. So people are going to be like, man, this guy, give me a break. Or they're going to be like, I think I just found somebody for my coaching program. See how much money this person's got. So there's two kinds of people that are going to respond to that question. Anyways, all right. So a quick disclaimer on questions you should be asking other people. So quick disclaimer. Listen, be careful who you're asking questions to. Okay, that's the first thing. Don't just go like randomly asking everybody questions about this stuff. Okay, and here's why. Because this is 2020, and like for some reason, everybody's got an opinion on everything today. Like I've never seen anything like it. It's amazing. Like I promised you guys, not everybody is an expert, okay, out here, right? But everybody has an opinion on everything. Like I don't know what it is, man. People like fresh off of 3 webinars have like opinions on things they just learned on a webinar. They never implemented it. They've never done it. They don't know anything about it. They just heard some stuff. Now they're regurgitating that information to you. Why? It's your fault because you're asking the question out there publicly to everybody. You ask the question publicly, everyone's going to answer it. Why? Because everyone's got an opinion. It's 2020. So the disclaimer is I'm going to give you some questions you should be asking people, but not just anybody. Take a little bit of care on who you're asking questions to, okay? Make sure you're dealing with people who actually know what they're talking about. That's what I'll say about that. Just take a little care who you're getting advice from because everyone will give you advice these days. First question, okay? Now, I have 8 questions for you. 8 questions for you guys. First one. All right. This is what I want to accomplish. Now, if that was your goal, where would you start? Like, what would you do, right? Whatever, tell them, right? This is what I want to accomplish, man. All right, man, look, I've seen your work online. I see what you do. I really respect everything you do. I value your opinion. Can I ask you this question? Like, this is what I want to accomplish. Like, if that was your goal, where would you start? Like, what would you do, right? That's a great question to ask someone. Kind of forces them to kind of put themselves in your shoes. They might not answer you if they don't have time, but it doesn't hurt to ask, right? It's a specific question, and they can give you a specific answer. Which leads me into the second thing you should be asking people. Specific questions, okay? Ask specific questions about specific situational problems. Like, what's the best way to create a good sales page, you guys? Trying to create a sales page, what do you recommend is the best way to do it? What's the best way to build a list for beginners? I'm a beginner. I'm stone cold beginner. I don't know what I'm doing. What do you guys recommend is the best way to build a list? Like, those are specific problems and specific questions. Like, and entrepreneurs react well to specific questions about situational problems. When you start going vague on them, they're just like, they get kind of like whatever, you know what I mean? But if you ask them specific questions, I find that most entrepreneurs in the space are pretty helpful. So the second thing is try to ask people specific questions about specific situational problems that you're having. If you're not having any luck online, trying to figure out how to make money online, what's a specific question, about the situation? You probably need to go back and ask some questions to yourself first. What are the last 3 things you failed at? Why did you fail at them? You need to kind of narrow it down before you can go to some of these experts and ask them specific questions. If you don't have any specific questions, you probably haven't done enough work with yourself yet. All right. Number 3, do you have any beginner level products for sale that could help me? Right? Ask them if they have any beginner level products that might help someone in your situation. You're trying to accomplish this. You respect their work. Do they have any beginner level type products that might help you accomplish your goals? Right? That's a question nobody ever asks us. We hardly ever get asked questions like that. I mean, we get asked questions like that, but not nearly as much as these humdingers about like, please help me. My vision is to earn $3 a day. Please show me a way. This question is an old soul right here, man. It gets asked over and over in about a million different ways. So yeah, ask them if they have any beginner level products that might help you. They will take that as a compliment. That's not just a question where you're asking something from them. You're actually kind of like wanting to give something to them. Now you want to give them money. That's kind of a compliment. People vote with their wallets. So if you're actually asking for something to buy from that expert, it's a compliment. I'm voting for you, man. I really do value your opinion. Do you have any beginner level products? This is a compliment of a question, right? Number 4, can you recommend any good books on this subject, right? Do you know of any good books? Have you read anything really good about this subject that's helped you and on your journey, man? I respect what you do. You do awesome work. Can you recommend any good books to me that helped you, right? This is a good question, right? Number 5, how did you get started, man? How did you get started? I'm struggling. I'm struggling out here. I haven't been able to do anything. I failed a bunch of times. How did you get started? What worked for you? People's favorite subject is themselves. All right, it's scientifically proven. I could go into it. I did a whole course about it. It was called Mesolimbic Marketing. But like, people love to talk about themselves. Okay, and if you ask them about themselves, you're gonna make a friend. All right, because people love to talk about themselves. All right. All right. Number 6. All right. Can I interview you for content? Right? Could I possibly interview you sometime? I love your work. I love what you do. Would it be possible for me to interview you for like my YouTube channel or for my blog or whatever? Could I send you some questions? We could do like a written. It don't matter to me. My podcast, anything. Could I interview you sometime? I'd love a chance to sit down and talk to someone who knows what they're doing. It's a good question. It's kind of a question that gives you value, but also it's kind of a compliment, man. You're basically showing them respect. 7, can I leave you a testimonial somewhere? Ask them if you can leave them a testimonial somewhere, because like this idea of leaving someone a testimonial, again, it's a sign of respect and you're trying to give something back to this person. And what that's going to do is it's going to help you kind of like unlock that door to friendship, right? And there's no better thing that you can do than make friends with some of these experts. Make friends with the people who have accomplished the goals you're trying to accomplish. Okay. This is a way you can do that. It's not just like take. When you ask someone if you can leave them a testimonial somewhere, you're not taking from them now. You're trying to give back to them. There's not a lot of ways that a brand new person can give back to an expert. Someone who's trying to make money online, who's never made a dime online, how do they give back to a 6-figure earner? One way they can do it is by giving them a testimonial, right? That's a way that you can give back to somebody. Now, this will help build relationship, which is far more valuable than any like single one-off answer that they could give you, right? So this is a good question that you could ask somebody. And then 8, do you have like a website or a YouTube channel that I can check out? Do you have a website or a YouTube channel that I could check out, man? I really love your work. Could I check out some of the other stuff you got going on, man? I'd like to, be a subscriber and stuff. Like, again, this is one of those compliment questions. It's one of those questions that kind of like builds relationship, right? Because a lot of times, man, this game is about relationship building. And how do we build relationships, man? We don't build relationships by taking from people all the time. If we can give to people, this is a good way to build relationships. So anyways, guys, I guess that's about it. I've blabbed on long enough. I hope I've provided a little bit of value for you guys tonight. Let me just see what everyone's saying. Big Mormo says, I love the bonuses on your PLR Substack. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, Shane. I appreciate that, my brother. Lou says, NASA needs competition. Where's my flying car? Let me tell you what I think about people who have opinions on everything. I read a whole book on this subject, so I know what I'm talking about. All right. I think I've tortured you guys long enough tonight, man. Does anybody have anything they'd like to promote tonight before we get out of here? I'd love to hear some of the projects you guys have going on. I'd love to hear what you guys got popping off, man. Let's talk about that real quick before we jump off. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes. I'll give you guys a few minutes on here. I'm gonna check my numbers on this launch real quick. Yeah, I like to promote other people's stuff, man. I think it's important that we lift each other up. I really do. I think that, it's important that we lift each other up. And I think in lifting other people up, you lift yourself up. I really do. I believe it. And yes, we do operate in a competitive space, but a lot of that is in your mind as far as like how you perceive that competition. The competition is real, but you know, how do you approach the competition? That's the question. How do you approach it? So, all right, guys, I guess that's it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight, you guys. As always, it is an honor and a pleasure hanging out with you guys. I feel blessed to be here, hanging out, talking on a Monday evening. Hope you guys are doing well. And I will see you guys. I'll try to be back again tomorrow night for another one. If I can think of something cool to talk about, I'll be back tomorrow night for another one. It depends on how many weird questions I see between now and then. That's all I got. Everybody take care of yourselves. Be safe. Stay healthy. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, everybody.